Let me teach you how to eat. Let me teach you how to eat. How to marinate the meat. Let me teach you how to eat.
Hey everybody, it is time for dessert. So tonight, Hubby and I are going to make some dark chocolate peanut clusters. One of my favorite things all time to eat. Can't eat too many of them, but I can have a few. The basic ingredients are about a cup, maybe a little bit more of peanuts. I just use regular unsalted peanuts. A cup of chocolate chips. Now I use Ghirardelli 60% bittersweet dark chocolate. You could also use milk chocolate or other kinds of chocolate. And then we take a little bit of Crisco vegetable shortening. So we're just going to use a ceramic bowl here that's microwave safe. We're going to put the cup of chips in there. We're going to take about a tablespoon of this stuff, put that on top, and then we're just going to nuke it. So we're going to nuke it for 30 seconds initially, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, while your chocolate is beginning to melt, I use some piece of parchment paper on a regular cookie tin. That's what we're going to put the dark chocolate clusters on. We've done our 30 seconds in here. Not a lot happened yet. I use this kind of soft spatula just to stir this around a little bit as it starts to melt. You can see it's getting a little gooey in the bottom, but we're gonna put this back in there. And what we do is do 30 seconds power level 5, and now we'll do 15 seconds at a time on power level 5. Set time cook. 15 power level 5. So we just do 15 seconds at a time until the chocolate is nice and melted, just stirring it between each one. All right, everybody, we're getting there. Take a look. It's getting nice and gooey and chocolatey, but you can still see the chunks in there, so we're not quite ready. We're about a minute and a half now, going 15 seconds at a time. It's important not to put it in there and just let it go, because you might burn it. So you just want to catch it right at the right moment when the chocolate is just melted. So we'll give it another 15, coming back to you. All right, everybody, we are ready. Take a look here. All the chunks of chocolate are gone, nice and creamy. So we'll just keep stirring that up. And all we're going to do is dump the peanuts in a little at a time, mixing around a little bit. And getting the right mix of chocolate versus peanut is critical. No, not really. But basically, I like mine pretty peanutty, with just a little bit of chocolate. So I like it where, you know, the chocolate's just barely covering up the peanuts. Right now, this is not quite enough peanuts yet. Yeah, we're getting close now. As soon as it looks more peanutty than chocolatey, we're in good shape. Definitely gonna need the rest though. So it's a little bit more than a cup of peanuts, maybe a cup and 1/8 of peanuts and about a cup of those chocolate chips. Yeah, see, this looks perfect. See here? It starts to kind of stand up on its own in the bowl a little bit. So you know that it's the right amount of chocolate, not too much. You don't want them to be runny. You want them to be very peanutty. All right. So that looks pretty good, nice and mixed up. So what we'll do next, save that to lick. We're just going to take a teaspoon, just a small teaspoon like this. We're just going to create, you know, little spoonfuls of those right onto parchment paper on top of a regular cookie sheet. Nothing fancy about it. You don't have to be too neat with them. Just stack them up a little bit like that. You can make some small and some big if you got different people like different size chocolates. Get a little messy if you have to. No big deal. All right, everybody. Got our sheet filled up. Now we're ready to put them in the fridge. How to do that though first. So all we got to do is just take our sheet of the peanut clusters. We're going to put them in the fridge for half an hour. There we go. Back in half an hour. All right, everybody. We're looking good. It's about a half an hour. Let's check these bad boys out and try one. All right. You can see here they've hardened up pretty nicely. And they're just little delicious chunks of dark chocolate and peanuts. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. See you later. Alright, one other little thing that I wanted to add, I forgot to say before. To store these, you will want to keep them in the fridge. What I usually do is use the same parchment paper I used to lay them out on and just make little layers of them. And stack them up here inside here so they don't get too sticky. They are a little bit sticky, even with you know, after being put in the fridge to harden up. But as long as you keep them in the fridge, you can grab them out and eat one whenever you desire. So enjoy. Have a good one. Bye.
Let me teach you how to eat. Let me teach you how to eat. How to marinate the meat.